If you're a man over 40, you know the drill. We're constantly talking about our slowing metabolisms, the grey hairs popping up, and those new aches that seem to appear overnight. But what about the stuff we don't talk about? The topics that are still wrapped in myth and a weird sense of taboo, even in our own private lives? Well, what if I told you that the very private act of self-pleasure, a completely normal part of being human, might hold a key to some incredible health benefits as you get older? And what if I also told you that, for some of us, it could unlock risks you never even knew existed? The way this all affects your body at 45, 55, or 65 is totally different than it was at 25. The rules of the game have changed, and you need to know how to play. Today, we're cutting through decades of myths, misinformation, and frankly, shame to give you the science-backed facts. We're pulling back the curtain on what's really going on inside your body. First, we'll hit 6 surprising benefits of masturbation after 40 that researchers are starting to uncover. And then, because this is about your total health, we're going to get real about 5 potential risks you absolutely need to be aware of. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear, shame-free, and medically grounded understanding of how this common practice really affects you in this chapter of your life. You'll be armed with knowledge that can help you protect your body, feel better, and take charge of your own health journey. So, let's get into it. Before we get into the good and the bad for guys over 40, we need to clear the air. For generations, this whole topic has been buried under a mountain of bizarre myths. You've probably heard them. It'll make you go blind, you'll grow hair on your palms, it'll stunt your growth, or drain your vital energy. Let's be crystal clear, these are 100% fiction. They have absolutely no basis in science, and they've all been thoroughly debunked. So why talk about this now? Because while those old myths are fake, this is true. Your body is going through a massive transformation after 40. Hormones are shifting, circulation is changing, and the natural aging process means that pretty much everything you do has a different impact. A tough workout takes longer to recover from, a bad night's sleep hits way harder, and in the same way, the act of self-pleasure comes with a whole new set of consequences, both good and bad, that you just need to understand. This isn't about shame or judgment, it's about being smart about your health. Masturbation is a normal, healthy sexual activity. Studies show anywhere from 41% to 65% of men report doing it. It's just a part of human sexuality. But like any repeated activity, from jogging to drinking coffee, you have to know its effects, especially when your body's operating system has had a major age-related update. The information we're covering comes from urological research, studies from respected institutions, and the consensus of sexual health experts. We're treating this for what it is, a serious and important part of men's health. We're going to normalize this conversation so you can make informed decisions for your own well-being. Don't think of this as a taboo topic, think of it as a vital and often ignored piece of your personal health puzzle. With that foundation laid, let's see what the science says about the upsides. Let's start with the good news, and honestly, some of this is pretty remarkable. The research coming out about ejaculation frequency and men's health after 40 points to some huge benefits that go way beyond just a few moments of pleasure. Here are 6 science-backed perks for men in our age group. Benefit number 1, a guardian for your prostate. This might be the most powerful and well-researched benefit for any man over 40. Your prostate, that little gland that makes seminal fluid, becomes a major health concern as we age. Prostate cancer is the second most common cancer in men. But here's the thing, a growing pile of evidence suggests that frequent ejaculation may be linked to a lower risk. One huge Harvard study that followed nearly 32,000 men for 18 years came back with a stunning finding. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times a month had around a 20% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to guys who only did so 4 to 7 times a month. So, what's going on here? The leading theory is the prostate flush idea. Think of your prostate gland like a plumbing system. Over time, potentially harmful stuff, carcinogens, inflammatory agents, can build up in there. Each ejaculation works like a flushing mechanism, clearing out that old material and stopping it from hanging around and possibly causing the cell damage that can lead to cancer. It's like a regular cleaning service for one of your body's most vulnerable parts. While it's not a guarantee against cancer, the link is strong and offers a proactive way to help lower your risk. Benefit number 2, a natural stress annihilator. Life after 40 often brings a special brand of stress: career pressure, money worries, family responsibilities. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that's tied to everything from heart disease and weight gain to depression. Well, orgasm is one of nature's most powerful weapons against stress. When you climax, your brain unleashes a cocktail of feel-good chemicals. You get a rush of dopamine, the pleasure hormone. But even better, you get a massive release of oxytocin and endorphins. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, has a potent anti-anxiety effect, and endorphins are your body's own natural painkillers and mood boosters. This chemical cascade directly fights the effects of cortisol, lowering your blood pressure, slowing your heart rate, and bringing on a state of deep relaxation. In a world of non-stop pressure, it's a built-in biological reset button. Benefit number 3, a powerful, non-prescription sleep aid. So many guys over 40 say their sleep quality has taken a nosedive. That same hormonal cocktail that crushes stress is also fantastic at helping you sleep. Research has shown a clear connection between orgasm and getting better rest. One study found that more than half of people reported that an orgasm before bed helped them fall asleep faster and improved their overall sleep quality. The prolactin released after orgasm makes you feel satisfied and sleepy. The oxytocin and endorphins calm your mind, quieting those racing thoughts that keep you staring at the ceiling. It physically shifts your body out of fight or flight and into rest and digest, setting you up for deeper, more restorative sleep. For men battling age-related insomnia, this can be a much healthier alternative to sleep meds that often come with nasty side effects. Benefit number 4, maintaining your sexual machinery. You know the saying, use it or lose it. That is especially true when it comes to sexual function. As you age, blood flow can slow down, and the tissues in the penis can lose some of their elasticity. Regular erections, whether from partnered sex or masturbation, are like a workout for your penile tissues and the blood vessels within them. This activity helps keep everything responsive and healthy. Plus, masturbation gives you a private, no-pressure lab to understand your body's new normal. Your arousal patterns, sensitivity, and how long it takes to reach orgasm can all change after 40. Self-pleasure lets you explore and adapt to these shifts without the performance anxiety that can sometimes creep in with a partner. It builds self-awareness, which leads to better, more confident sex in your relationship. It can even strengthen pelvic floor muscles, which are key for both erections and urinary control. Benefit number 5, a potential boost to your immune system. While we definitely need more research here, some early studies suggest masturbation can give your immune system a temporary leg up. One study noticed that during arousal and orgasm, the body circulates more leukocytes. Those are the white blood cells that fight off infection. Now, this isn't going to replace a healthy diet and lifestyle, but it hints that sexual activity might play a small, supportive role in your body's defenses, which is a pretty cool bonus. Benefit number 6, natural pain relief. Like we mentioned, orgasms release a flood of endorphins. These chemicals are your body's own version of painkillers and are amazing at dulling pain signals. For guys over 40 dealing with chronic aches, a sore back, arthritis, headaches, masturbation can offer short-term, all-natural pain relief without any of the risks that come with popping pills. We've just covered some seriously powerful and, for a lot of guys, surprising benefits. The prostate health and sleep quality connection alone is a game changer for men our age. I'm curious, did any of this surprise you? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're getting value from this kind of shame-free health info, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells YouTube this is an important conversation and helps push this video out to more men who really need to hear it. Now, like I promised, a truly honest talk means looking at the other side of the coin. It's not all sunshine and roses, so let's get into the 5 potential risks you need to be mindful of. All right, let's pivot. A balanced conversation means we have to look at the potential downsides, and it's really important to understand that these risks aren't about the act itself, but about the way it's done. It's all about frequency, technique, and your state of mind. Here are 5 real risks that almost nobody talks about. Risk number 1, the fine line between healthy habit and harmful compulsion. There's no normal number of times to masturbate. For one guy, it's daily. For another, it's once a week. The number doesn't matter. The problem starts when it crosses the line from a healthy stress reliever into a compulsion that messes up your life. You have to ask yourself honestly, is the urge to do this getting in the way of your work, your family, or your social life? Are you using it to escape problems instead of facing them? If the answer is yes, it might be a sign of compulsive sexual behavior. That can trap you in a cycle of shame and addiction, and it's the single biggest psychological risk. Risk number 2, death grip syndrome and physical desensitization. This one is a very real, very common physical issue. It's not an official medical diagnosis, but sexual health experts see it all the time. If over the years you've used a specific, super tight grip, your penis can actually become desensitized to other kinds of stimulation. When your nerve endings are trained to only respond to that intense pressure, the gentler friction of sex with a partner can feel like nothing. It can leave you unable to finish, which causes frustration and anxiety for both of you. You've essentially wired your brain and body for one specific thing, making it hard to enjoy another. The fix usually means consciously changing your technique to be gentler and more varied. Risk number 3, the psychological burden of guilt and shame. Even though we know it's a normal biological function, a lot of men carry around deep guilt or shame about it because of how they were raised or due to cultural or religious beliefs. This internal battle can cause serious psychological distress, leading to anxiety or even depression. If every time you do this, you're hit with a wave of self-loathing, you're completely wiping out any of the stress-relieving benefits. In fact, you're doing the opposite, creating a cycle of pleasure followed by intense mental pain. That emotional baggage is a legitimate health risk. Dealing with those feelings, maybe even with a therapist, is key to having a healthy relationship with your own sexuality. Risk number 4. Physical injury and irritation. While it's generally a very safe thing to do, it's not totally without physical risk, especially if you're too aggressive or don't use lubrication. The most common problems are minor, like skin chafing or soreness, but more serious injuries, while rare, can happen. In extreme cases, a really aggressive technique can cause a penile fracture, which is a tear in the erectile tissue and is a trip to the ER immediately medical emergency. A more common but still serious issue is Peyronie's disease, where scar tissue forms under the skin, causing a curved, painful erection. While the causes are complex, trauma to the penis from rough sexual activity is considered a major risk factor. Just being mindful and gentle is the best way to avoid these physical problems. Risk number 5. Impact on your relationship and intimacy. This one is subtle but incredibly important. Masturbation can be a healthy part of a sexual relationship, but it becomes a problem if it starts to replace intimacy with your partner. If you find you're consistently choosing to be by yourself instead of with your partner, it might be a red flag that there are deeper issues in the relationship you need to talk about. It can create a disconnect, leaving your partner feeling rejected or ignored. Communication is everything here. Many couples find that talking about it and even incorporating mutual masturbation can make them closer. But when it becomes a way to avoid your partner, it can damage the emotional and physical bond that a healthy relationship is built on. So, after looking at both sides of the street, what's the final call on masturbation after 40? The answer, like with most things in health, isn't just good or bad. It's all about balance, awareness, and why you're doing it. The science is pretty clear. When it's not overdone, self-pleasure can be a powerful tool for men over 40. It offers real, tangible health benefits, especially when it comes to protecting your prostate, crushing stress, and getting a good night's sleep. It's a way to stay in touch with your body as it changes. But it's just as clear that there are real risks to watch out for. Not in the act itself, but in the how and the why. The danger is in compulsion, in techniques that numb you, and in letting it become an escape from real connection or a source of mental anguish. The big takeaway is this: understanding your own body is the highest form of self-care. This knowledge gives you the power to make conscious, shame-free decisions about your health. Listen to your body. Be honest with yourself about your habits, and treat your own sexuality with the same intelligence and respect you give your diet, your workouts, and your mental health. It's all connected. If this video gave you a new perspective or cleared some things up, please consider subscribing and maybe share this video with a friend. These are the conversations we need to have to break the stigma around men's health and empower each other with good information. Let's build a community where no health topic is off limits. And finally, a crucial reminder. This video is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. The information here isn't a substitute for a professional medical diagnosis or treatment. Always talk to your doctor or another qualified health provider if you have questions about a medical condition. Never ignore professional medical advice or wait to get it because of something you saw here. Thanks for watching.